So we have all our awesome achievements done here for Aurora the Awakening, which has opened up Aurora Empowering. We need to take our Zunlai Electrum ingots and power them up at mastery points in multiple different zones so that we can get our Spark of Sentience. So you want to take your jewel crafter, go to a jeweling station. You need to make lumps of mithrilium in order to make Zunlai ingots. Since it requires lumps of mithrilium, you are limited to being able to make one of these a day. They are buyable. You can purchase them off the trading company, but you need 21 total for this achievement of Zunlai ingots. So I always like to do achievements in the order that's easiest for me. I am in Siren's Landing, and if you come to the Northwest Shrine, which is the Balthazar's reliquary area, there is a mastery point right here. Now, for the most part, you're supposed to use the updrafts to get to it, but having Path of Fire means having mounts, and honestly, you can just bunny up to it. If you have a Springer mount, you don't have to waste time with updrafts. You can just hop up. So then you commune and you say infuse ingot, and boom, there you go. First one's done. In Draconis Mons, Draconis Mons, we are by the Ancient Hollow waypoint, and it is up on the second tier of the map, as it were. Underneath of us is the mastery point we want to get to for our Zunlai ingot. So all you really want to do is come to the edge and fall off. And you'll see the island where the mastery point is, and you just want to be able to glide over. And once you land, I have a Zunlai ingot. Yay! Easy peasy. In Lake Doric, if you come south from the Lakeside Bazaar waypoint to the Temple of the Six, right here against the wall by the statues is a little entrance between these two bushes. Then you can come in here, and this will lead into where our next mastery is that we want to get. Right by the vista. And what we want to do is come right here and jump up, and then right here and jump up. Why not? And then come right over here to vista. See, there's the mastery point right over there. So there's little updrafts that appear out here, and you want to hit this one that's right in front of it and go wee. Yay! For Bitterfrost Frontier, you gotta do some legwork. You gotta go ahead and make yourself your elixir, because ain't it's just big on this stupid elixir. Anywho, so that means getting your eggshells and getting your firestone and then your frostbitten suet and your winterberries and bringing them to Blister Cauldron to make your elixir so that you can go into the bitter cold area. Once you make your elixir, you want to come up here to this thermal tube. It is sort of all the way over here, whatever. It's the one that has the warning sign next to it, because we're getting to this mastery point that's in the bitter cold, which is why we had to make the elixir. So, warning, use thermal tube at your own risk, this one right here. If you don't want to do the jumpy stuff, you can just use a Springer, the bunny mount, to get up here. Anywho. There we go. Whee! Hit glide before you land, and you're good. This is also where you get the snow leopard cub if you've never done it before. But this mastery point right here. Ta-ding! There we go. Alrighty, so as the Jade construct dies in Caliph Steps at Ember Bay, you will see that this mastery point will become available to get because his body dies, and when it does, a bunch of stuff appears in the lava for you to stand on. And you can infuse your Zunlai ingot. Yay! So I'm in Bloodstone Fen. I am down in the Cavern of Unseen Lights, going to this master point down here. You have to actually like drop down into the crater down here, down into the pit, and fall all the way down to the bottom. And then you want to glide along the top, all the way across, as high as you can go. And see, there's the mastery inside. You probably, now that there are mounts, can like use the raptor or the bunny mount, but this is where it's at, right here. I need to make my Zunai Electrum ingot infused. No. But anyhow, down in the very bottom of the Cavern of Lights. Alright, I'm in Bloodtide Coast, which is just south of Lion's Arch. In Bloodtide Coast, we are right here at this mastery. It's right here in the Bloody Bill's base. Honestly, you're supposed to either glide over to it or run through all the stuff, but Path of Fire's out, so why bother? So at Bloody Bill's base, just Mastery Point. Hi, Mastery Point. I want to infuse my ingot. Thank you. Bye. Alrighty, come from Carebriar Waypoint in Sparkfly Fen, all the way down in the Shadowcleft Hills up into this little cavey, and here you go. Zunai Electrum ingot. Super easy. You don't need any type of anything, just walk into the cave. Alright, in Mount Maelstrom, we're going to go to this mastery point right here, Magmatic Waypoint. Honestly, this one, I mean, again, you're supposed to, like, climb all up the volcano and jump around and stuff, but since Path of Fire's out, you can just use mounts to get up there, and it's really easy. Like, there's no reason to worry about anything. Switched mounts, because Raptor just wasn't going fast enough for me. Thank you. So, ta-da! Alright, White Paper Waypoint in Timberline Falls. We are going to get this master point over here. See the entrance thing right over there? You just want to go up on the hill instead. And, it's not actually like a hard hill to climb, but, you know. If you want to avoid being, I don't know, having to worry about anything, there's always mounts. And it's right in this hut. So, thank you. Alright, so we are now in Dredgehaunt. And we are at Stillbracken Waypoint, and we're gonna come get this mastery point channeled. And I always go from the south entrance because it's super easy to see on the map. Because you can see all of the... So here we are, we're going in. Come around the circle, and what you want to do is walk directly underneath of it. See, it's up above. And technically, we can come over here against this wall and leap up with a bunny. Yay! Save a little time. And then you might want to dismount just because mounts sometimes fall off the edges of things. I don't fight crap, I just run past it. Whee! And here it is, right over in this corner. Thanks for the Electrum ingot. Alright, in Melkor's Leap, you want to go to Paga's Waypoint and come over to where Hope Falls is. Basically, here's where the Elderwood Gather is, and you just go over onto the cliffs by it so that we can get the jumping puzzle. And what you want to do is fall so that you land in this little tiny corner in here. in this little cave. And come underneath, and if you go past the spiders... Whoops. Stupid spiders. Anyway, you'll come in here, and you'll see a big open area, and this is the jumping puzzle. You don't have to do all of the jumping puzzle to get this. You just have to go through a little tiny part of it so that you can get to the mastery point. The jumping puzzle itself is kind of annoying because you have to go get orbs. So it's a lot easier to just hop through. Oh, Melkar is sad. Poor Melky. Poor. Doo-doot. See, there's the chests. And watch out for the leap right there. Once you get up past these spots, I would recommend pulling out a mount, just because it's a long little jog up here, and the mount makes it go a little faster. Yay! Thank you! So you end up right here, like that. So this one's in Harathi Hinterlands. You're definitely going to want your Raptor mount out for this one, because we got to go all the way up to there in the Hidden Orobon. Closest waypoint is Barricade Camp waypoint, so we got a bit of a jog to go. I always try to go this way instead of running through the Harathi camp, because I don't like mobs slowing me down by attacking me. So I always run up this hill instead, because it's just a few coyotes and they're easy to avoid. Anyway, once you get there, it's this little cave right there. The road like literally leads into it. And then you just try to go up. And here it is. Yay! If I can climb a rock. There we go. Thanks for infusing my Zoonlight ingot. So, in Fireheart Rise here, there's a lot of really easy waypoints. Pig Iron Waypoint, Keeper's Waypoint, Havoc Waypoint, Breaktooth's Waypoint. It doesn't matter which one you come from, it's just literally walk up to it. It's like on the ground. Super easy to get to. Yay! Alright, in the Iron Marches, go to Bloodfin Lake Waypoint, and the Sunken Holes at Clarent here has a mastery point inside of them. I always go from under the ground, which means going under the water. And when you swim up into the room, you'll find yourself surrounded by a whole bunch of baddies everywhere. Or, hey, someone cleared it out for me. Well, thanks, everybody. Anywho, walk up. Thanks! Yay. So, in Verdant Brink, we've got two places to channel. The first one is this one underneath the Corpse Grove, the Blighted Depths. So what you want to do is come to Magellan's Valor Waypoint, and we're actually going to glide using the updrafts down underneath of it. That's at least what I am going to do. So right here is the upper top part. So there's a little trail of updrafts that you can take that basically come around and loop like that. See, we're gonna end up like that. Whee. There it is. Alright. Da-dank. Yay! The next one we're getting here is the one that's way up on top in this zone, and it's way up on top of the airship that's up here. Here we go, this one. So during nighttime, you can just take a helicopter up here. So right now it's daytime, so we're going to go to the Noble's Ledges, and we're going to use the gliding to go all the way across the whole map. So once you're at Noble's Ledges, you just literally want to climb up the hill until you're all the way at the top. Once you're up here, you want to go ahead and glide over to this vine. And then from on top of this vine, we're going to glide out to this little tiny updraft so we can get to that big one. So once we get over here to this big giant updraft, it looks like we were gliding the wrong direction. But in reality, now that we're way up here above the clouds, now we can turn and go the direction we actually want to go. Whee! And look, there's little baby updraft. Hi! To help keep us afloat. It's kind of hard to see the updrafts because we're so high and we're like in the clouds, but it's right here. And now we're going to be up above everything. Once again. And see, we're headed toward our mastery point we want. So basically just keep taking updrafts along the way there, but that's all there is to it. So about right here is going to be another updraft that'll shoot you up again. That shoots you up decently high. It's just slightly north from the Silent Woods. Because we want to be up high so we can land on top of the airship. See, there's our airship right there. Okay, so yes, there is a baby one right here. So we can stay up nice and high. And there's the master point. Right up there. So we could bother jumping around on shit, but why do that when you can just spring her? Yay, bunny mount! Thank you. I do want to do that. Yay! And we're done with Heart and Brink. Entangled Depths. First one is just right here. Like super easy to get to. Just start at the Order Whispers camp waypoint. So when you very first walk into the zone from Orc Basin, like it's really straightforward. And just fall down to it. Whee! Yay! Easy peasy. So the master point we need is in the New Hawk lane. And what better way to get to the New Hawk lane than to go to Teku New Hawk waypoint and take a wallow to the New Hawk lane. And ta-da, we are in the lane. So now we just gotta get to the ley line. And what you want is, see all these mushy rooms up here and see how there's the ley line up there? What you're wanting is to go ahead and use these, because one of the mushrooms gets close enough to the ley line that you can jump off of it and get onto the ley line instead. So this mushy room right over here. Whee! And you want to let the ley line carry you. And it'll just drag you along to the entrance right over here. And as you land in, yeah, I would like to. Alright, so in Orc Basin, there's two different ways to go about getting this one. The mastery point's right here. You can either start a North Watch and either use leyline gliding or a mount to get up right here, come all the way down through the cave systems and fall down to it. Or you could also alternatively come from here, jump up the little thingies to get to this hero point, but instead come fall down into the stuffs. I'm just going to go ahead and go from North Watch waypoint, personally. So North Watch waypoint, if all of this stuff is claimed, you just come around like that. You do have to jump up a couple times right here, but if you've got leyline gliding, just go across, or a raptor mount, or bunny mounts. Anyway, you just want to be able to cross right here. This is the entrance into the quarry. So right here at this entrance, we're going to start right here, and we want to get down to the mastery point. So, we've got to do a couple things. We've got to come down to this cave down here. And then we gotta turn around the corner. Don't fight that guy. Come in here. So when you come in here, make sure you have Poison Mastery, because it is poisonous in here. So if you don't have that mastery yet completed on your Heart of Thorns masteries, you'll want that one. But basically you run through the cave, land here. So alternatively, this is where you get to it if you come from the south. So East Watch waypoint, jump up the thingies to get to here, to right there, and you glide down to this platform that's above where Vinetooth Prime is, if you want to go that way. But either way, you need your Poison Mastery. So the next one you need is this one. You can't get it if the city is locked for the meta event. So you're going to have to wait around kind of a thing, because the door will be blocked and the waypoint contested. And basically you need to be able to get to the Luminate's throne area to get it. Alright, so the Forgotten City of Turir in Orc Basin, once it's opened up, and you can go through the west gate, you want to come into this big room right here that has like all the pillars and stuff, and in the background you will see a bouncy mushroom. Yee-hee. Bouncy bounce. Up the bouncy mushroom. You can probably use a bunny for some of this. Don't know. Haven't tried it. So once you use the bouncy mushrooms to come all the way up, then hop on a mount. Whee! 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 And right up here is our Mechana Mastery. So see, we went under, jumped on the mushrooms, and then went up. And yes, I would like to do that. And we are empowered. Woo!